Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 12. This was the Makeover Challenge. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below what you thought about this channel. What you thought about this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Scimitar community. Ding! You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Amateur Hour on all platforms. Do not send hate to any of the queens mentioned in this video, because that's not what these are meant for. These are meant for us to have a fun time over here on this side of the interwebs, talk about all things Drag Race, and have a cute little kiki. Hello. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get right on into this episode. Like I said, it was the Makeover Challenge with gay cowboys, which I thought was an interesting concept. Not something I would have predicted. I do feel a little bit like this episode fell into the trap that many makeover episodes fall into, where they kind of pick the storyline that they want from the beginning of the episode and then place those queens where they want them to place, and that ultimately is how the episode plays out, especially with it when it comes to the whole family resemblance aspect of it, because sometimes it feels like they pick and choose how they describe family resemblance, and then sometimes they're like, oh, I don't see any family resemblance for one group, and oh, I see all the family resemblance for another group. And I'm getting a little bit tired of that. No shade, I don't think Jane Don't should have been in the bottom. I really don't, which makes me worried for Jane's trajectory in the season, because if they're already starting to place her low when she didn't deserve to, it's getting a little sketch. Exactly, they're always a little crazy, always a little sketch. I don't trust a makeover episode. If you've been watching reality TV or Drag Race for more than 2 seasons, you start to pick up on this trend of how they do it, and it feels a little bit tired. I'm a little over it, and I get frustrated. Like, we're, as viewers, we know kind of how it works, and it's very frustrating. Jane should have not been in the bottom at all. I agree, and it feels like they're picking and choosing how they're gonna pick who goes where, and we'll get into it. I was getting a little frustrated with this episode. So, episode starts out Queen's coming back in the workroom after Kenya Pleaser was eliminated last week. What are your thoughts about Kenya Pleaser sashaying away? I feel like her presence was definitely missed in this episode. It felt like a big part of the season was no longer there. Kenya definitely added a lot of fun confessionals and a lot of fun personality to the show. And it feels to me a little bit like we're missing a big part of the show, which was very upsetting, because I feel like we could have switched Kenya out a few weeks ago for Discord or for Juicy. No shade. Juicy and Discord weren't really doing anything this episode, and they aren't really going to do anything. Well, Discord's gone, but they aren't going to. Juicy is not going to do anything really next episode. And I mean, granted, do I think Kenya would have added too much? I don't know. I miss her too. But I'm definitely sad that Kenya Pleaser had to sashay away. So, Darlene won last week's challenge, which I've seen a little bit of controversy online about this. What are your thoughts about Darlene winning last week? When I reviewed the episode last week, was a very big supporter of Darlene, and I really enjoyed her set. I thought she was very funny. I've been seeing complaints about the editing, and I've been seeing complaints about how the story felt a little bit forced for Darlene to win last week's challenge. And I do think you could make arguments that either Jane or Mikey should have won. That being said, I'm not upset that Darlene won. Like, I think Darlene did a very good job in the roast. I think her whole prop gimmick was funny. And again, Darlene has been kind of needing a win, and it felt needed. I don't know. Love that Darlene won. She could have won this episode. Oh, I personally don't agree, but sure. Then again, when it comes to makeover challenges, it's kind of a pick your own story of who you want to win. Because sometimes someone who did the thing that Mikey did would have been in the bottom because you look too similar. Like it's the same thing every season. It's just them picking a queen who they want to go home, and then forcing the story around that, and it's very very frustrating as a viewer and the reviewer to see a similar thing happen each week. Anyways, Nini was in the bottom and was feeling the pressure because this was her first time in the bottom. She didn't have to lip sync last week, but she was low 3. I still think that Discord should have been lower than Nini, but that's my own personal opinion on that. I also wasn't there, so hey, it is what it is. This whole Nini, you need to smile more felt a little weird. I it's like, just smile more, then they'll like you. That feels weird. That feels weird. That feels uncomfy. What did y'all think about this moment? That felt a little weird to me. Cause it's like when when oh my god, people say, "Oh, you should smile more." That it's very that, and that felt uncomfy. So, new day in the workroom, and there's going to be a mini challenge. We're kind of just gonna skip to the mini challenge because again, none of this was super relevant to the season. Quick cowboy drag where they're gonna have to ride inflatable horses. Sure, with fake boobs. Why not? Sure. Discord won. Congratulations to Discord. She got $2,500 and got to pick the partners for the makeover challenge. Awkward Nini moment for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that felt weird to me. That felt weird. There've been a few moments this season that felt weird. So these are the Cowboys. They picked their partners. Colton, Greg, Michael, Jason, Terry. Also, did y'all see the end clip? Terry passed away. Once Discord won the mini challenge, I knew she was going home. Yeah. I feel like Discord's time has kind of been coming for a while, though, to be fair. And I kind of feel the same way with Juicy. Like, I feel like they're just keeping Juicy for unnecessary reasons. Like, next week is an improv challenge. What is Juicy gonna do with an improv challenge? It's gonna be the same storyline that we get every week. Who are you, Juicy? I don't know, RuPaul. Who are you, Juicy? I don't know, RuPaul. Y'all, this has been Juicy's storyline since, like, it feels like week 4. Like, I'm getting tired of this whole. Yeah, that was really sad. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh shit. But Juicy's storyline is getting very tired. No shade to Juicy. I'm like, you aren't gonna win this season. They're just keeping you on to lip sync, and it's getting tired. It's getting tired. This season is going on too long. That's what I think is going on ultimately. Like, think about it. We're on episode 12. I believe we have 2 more competitive episodes because we're at top 5 now. Let's say we go down to top 4 or 3. Then we have the reunion / Lollapalooza because that's the same format that they did last year. And then we're gonna have the finale. So let's look at this calendar. Let's pull up this calendar. I actually saw they were selling tickets to the live crowning ceremony. So like live, getting to watch the episode live. I think it was in New York. And they also kind of low-key League 2 is in the top if you look into social media. It's wild. Because certain queens are booked for other viewing parties, and the other queens aren't booked for certain viewing parties, and you can kind of figure out who makes it into the end. That's a separate discussion. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired of the season. Juicy and Discord could have both gone home weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this season is going on too long. Personally, I feel like this season is going on too long. All right. So this was episode 12. Next week is 13 on the 27th. 14 is on the April 3rd. 15 is on April 10th, which means the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18 is going to be April 17th. Y'all, this season started in January. That's crazy. Anyways, we're going to get back into this episode. Sorry, I got a little distracted. So, they're all going through the makeover picking partners. We're kind of going to skip past this because there's not too much to talk about. Like, Discord didn't really talk about her reasoning. We kind of just saw them paired up, and then onward in the episode, like, there wasn't very much like, oh, I'm putting this queen with this makeover partner for this strategic reason. Like, I feel like we didn't really get that whole moment, you know? Oh. Oh. Sorry. You're right. You're right. I'll give you all a little bit more time. Yeah, no, I'm just back to what I was saying about season 18. I'll give you all a little bit longer. Sorry about that. It feels like the storyline is coming very clear. I don't know. I am curious to see how this finale plays out. I'm curious to see how the rest of this season plays out. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I apologize for that, by the way. I did want to talk about makeover partners. Discord kind of just picks out the makeover partners. It didn't seem like there was any major strategy to that. I don't know if y'all noticed anything. Let me know if you did. I'll give y'all a little bit of time to respond. Again, I apologize. You are 100% correct. I have been kind of rushing through this. Then again, this episode kind of felt a little rushed. If you ask me, it felt a little bit rushed. It felt a little bit rushed. It felt like they were trying to add in screen time and just add fluff into this episode, which again is something that happens with a lot of the makeover episodes. Like, it feels a little bit like, oh, we need to add in storylines, we need to add in time, we need to make this episode longer. And that's kind of what it felt like. I feel like Discord just winged the partners. Yeah. And it was weird because they also included the clips of all the queens saying Discord should go home, and then they never really made anything of it. So I'm like, if you're going to include those clips, you should have more storyline to attach to it if you're making a full storyline episode. And that felt like they were trying to force something that wasn't really there. Maybe I'm overthinking this in terms of like production, but it feels like them including the clip of all the queens saying Discord should go home should have had more payoff at the end of the episode or at some point in the episode, and I feel like that never really had any payoff. Anyways, I am going to move on because there's not much else to talk about with this whole queens talking to their makeover partners moment. Like, I enjoy a makeover challenge. It's starting to feel a little bit, I don't know. Like, this episode just I get frustrated with episodes like these because I feel like they're just trying to pick a storyline, and then it always comes out at this point in the season where they're like, all right, this is how we're going to wrap up this season. And they use the makeover challenge as like a sort of second start point in a way. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking that in terms of the overall story structure of the season. Because if you think about it, what the makeover episode, they're able to kind of pick who they want in what position. And then from there, they're able to kind of see how the rest of the season is going to play out and kind of pick who they want to place where. That's actually kind of key. And I feel like we're kind of getting to that point. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Am I overthinking this? It is very possible. Let me know in the comment section. Sometimes I talk a little fast, and I'm trying to slow it down a little bit, and I apologize. Any thoughts? Any feelings? If not, I'm gonna play on in the episode. Give me a thumbs up if it's okay to play on. I don't know why I'm doing a weird accent. I should not be doing accents on my channel. They aren't very good. Let me know, is it okay to move forward? Give me a thumbs up or some sort of comment. Because I kind of want to skip on in the episode. Agree with your comments for sure. I think, I think, okay. I think Jane faltered so they could have some sort of an arc. I can see that. She'll go back to number one. We'll see. It is an improv challenge, and Jane tends to do well in the improv challenges. I mean, Jane is a funny, smart queen. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to move on because there's not much else to talk about here. Again, the makeover partner conversations always kind of follow the same format. RuPaul ends up walking through. We get a walkthrough with RuPaul. Not much happens. We find out Mikey's makeover partner has done drag before, which was an interesting moment, I guess, because previous drag experience, I guess, would be helpful for a makeover challenge. Like, you have previous experience as a drag queen, so of course that's going to help in some way. That was kind of like the only. Well, there was also the moment with Nini's makeover partner and talking about her friend in the military and how he was dating a trans woman, and then I really don't have much to say about it. Like, oh wait, there was one thing I did want to point out with Nini's makeover partner, where he kept saying, "Oh, this is gonna be goofy. Oh, this is gonna be funny," and that. Previous drag experience was such a fun twist. Yeah, yeah. Which I'm sure production knew about. Like, they wouldn't just randomly bring that up. Was I saying? Yes, Nini's makeover partner saying, "Oh, this is goofy. Oh, this is funny." I don't want to reach here, and I don't mean to send hate to this person. I just find that a little annoying when people are like, "Oh, drag is funny. Oh, drag is just goofy. Oh, I'm just doing this to be silly." There's a movie called huh. Oh, really? I did not know about that. You said it was called Soldier's Girl? I'm gonna write that down. Thank you. I'm gonna write that down No Soldiers Girl? I'll check that out. I will check that out. Thank you. Like the whole finding drag goofy thing. And again, this isn't me trying to like send hate to this person. I just find that a little offensive sometimes when this is like people's life and like art and their form of making a living and saying, "Oh, this is silly and goofy." Let me know if I'm overreaching here, please. Please let me know. I'm going to give y'all a moment. Am I overreaching? That felt a little weird. It felt a little weird. Like, oh, femininity is silly. And am I overreaching here? Please let me know. Sorry, I'm just trying to hydrate. I haven't been drinking enough water. But yeah, please let me know. Am I overreaching with that? I really do want to know. Also, if you're watching this in the playback, please comment down below. It really does help me out in those algorithm streets. Drag is way more than people think. Agree with your comments. I think some folks don't know how to. Yeah, and again, I don't want to send hate to this person. Like, that's not my objective. My thing is, if you are coming on the show to be a makeover partner, I feel like you should come on with a certain level. Maybe, all right, I'm just going to say what I've been thinking. I feel like you should come on with a little different level of respect when it comes to drag, and saying, oh, this is silly and goofy kind of plays with that. And again, I understand because he had that whole moment of saying he's not comfortable with the femininity and any of that, and he just wants to be masculine, and I get that. It felt a little rude. And again, I've continuously said, I do not want to send hate to this person. Like, I'm not trying to send him hate. I'm just saying, if you're coming on a show like RuPaul's Drag Race, I would hope you would show more respect for the art form that is drag. Because these people, the contestants on the show, put their entire life into it. Like, this is their career. They invested money into this. And for you to just say, oh, it's silly, I don't know. I'm just going to put that out there. Again, not to send hate to this person. It feels uncomfy. And it's not even like he's part of the queer community. So, like, it's not like Jocelyn Fox's makeover partner back in season 6. I get that. It's not like that. But it does add a little. It comes off as rude, but maybe it was just edited poorly, and I'm sure that wasn't the intent. Yeah, and I also think he was uncomfortable. I really do think he was very uncomfortable going and getting into drag a little bit. I'm curious to see what we hear about like behind the scenes sort of things over the next week or so. We have RuPaul doing a walkthrough. Like I said, there's not much to talk about here. I'm kind of just gonna let this play through. Comment down below if you have anything to add. I don't know. These all makeover episodes tend to follow a similar storyline. It gets a little bit boring. Let me know if you want to say anything about the makeovers. Yeah, he seemed uncomfortable for sure. And I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. But also if you're on I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go because I could just keep talking about this. Yeah, RuPaul walkthroughs really don't add much to the episode, and they're kind of just like her saying, "Oh, what is Michelle gonna say? You're the host. You're the host, RuPaul. It's RuPaul's Drag Race, not Michelle's Drag Race. It was just a lot of, oh, what's Michelle gonna say about this family resemblance? Again, RuPaul, you're the host. You're the host, not Michelle. What does RuPaul think? That's what I wanted. Discord lives in a land of delusion. I don't think I realized how much she just does her own thing. Kind of volunteer. I can see that. I can see that. I don't know. This episode felt. It was fine. Not my favorite episode. New day in the workroom. They're getting into drag. Oh, we did have. Oh, 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 oh. I did want to talk about Michael and Mikey. And Michael was talking about his masculinity and how he felt like he was losing it when he was doing drag. Which, again, is a similar storyline. Like, I understand the world of rodeo has a lot of masculinity to it, and I get that. And the social construct of masculinity is very strongly attached to rodeo and Western culture and all of that, and I understand. I don't know. I don't know. As a non-binary person, it's an entirely different, like, atmosphere for me. Like, but in the great words of Sasha Velour, gender is a construct, apart, wearable art and terrible art. It's a mother technical world. And yeah, I know. I quote Sasha Velour a lot in my head. Love the Mikey and Michael moment. So heartwarming, yeah. That's my favorite Sasha Velour quote ever. Gender is a construct, tear it apart. Terrible art and wearable art. Anyways, that's a great song, and it's a great line. Gender is a construct, tear it apart. I love that. I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna kind of just let this play now. Oh, this was the moment. Excuse me. With Nini's partner, where he was talking about masculinity and his experience in the military, which again is another completely different layer in terms of gender and construct and masculinity in the military. It's a whole nother level. And again, I think that's where a lot of it is probably drilled into this guy, and that's a little bit where that uncomfortability comes in. Maybe I'm overreading and I don't know him. And like I said, this isn't me trying to send him hate. I'm sure being part of the military for a long period of time, you get drilled into you how important masculinity is. And again, bringing that whole narrative of whole life and structure into it, I get why he's saying, oh, it's silly and goofy. But if you're coming on a show where it's about drag and drag queens, saying it's silly and goofy, again, I said this earlier, comes off as a little bit rude. This was the moment I really was thinking about when I was talking about that. Any more thoughts about this? And there was also a lot of moments about shaving their beards and because having facial hair has such an attachment to masculinity. I don't know. I think what always gets me is these people sign up for Drag Race and makeovers and then panic. Yeah, a little bit. Like, they don't really think about the actual. And again, they're just like, oh, it's silly and goofy. All right, I need to let this go because I'm gonna keep talking about that, and I'm not trying to send him hate. Darlene's makeover partner was a hoot and a holler. A hoot and a holler. Yeah. Yeah. Any comments? No? I'm going to move on if that's all right. Because there's not much else to talk about with this. I kind of want to get to the runway. I'm going to the runway. Yes. All right. On the Sandwich Hour channel, we play a game called Fab or Drab. Because, Mama, if it's Fab, it's Fab. And if it's Drab, it's Drab. All right. Up first, we have RuPaul. Darlene had the best partner for sure. Yeah, she was cute. All right. So, what did we think of RuPaul's look? The nude dress. Again, I want to give y'all some time in the comment section, so please comment. Is it fab or is it drab? I want to hear from you. Yes, you. You, and you. Ooh, that's not what I was trying to do. Fab. Yeah, I think it's fab. It's cute. Not my favorite look, but like it's nice. Michelle Visage without any white streaks in her hair. I guess it's No Nut November. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna leave that there. If you heard it, you heard it. Oh. I need to move on from this picture. Whew. Law Roach. I think Law looks fab. I think Law looks fab. I think Law looks fab. Also, Law, shout out to you for the whole Zendaya. Have y'all seen that where the interviewer asking Law about the wedding and styling Zendaya for the wedding, and Law was like, "Oh well, the wedding already happened. Y'all missed it." I don't know if it actually did happen or if Law was just tired of people asking him about what Zendaya was gonna wear for the wedding, and that was a way to get people to shut up about it. But that was funny. And also, I don't think Law would say that if it did happen without the okay from Zendaya. I like him as a judge. I really do. I think he brings a fun perspective. And he is a very, very professional stylist. If you've been following Zendaya's outfits since, how long has he worked with Zendaya? Since her start, essentially. She has had some iconic moments, and that's all Law. So I love that they actually have people who are currently working. Anyways. Danielle Pinocchio, she was so sweet, such a fun guest judge, and her mug, her mug, such a good guest judge, such a good guest judge. I thought she was fun, had some really fun critiques. Yeah. I need to finish all this. It is currently 10:35. I should. Yeah, super cute. I thought she was fun. She was fun guest judge. All right, we are gonna get into these runways. Bring it to the runway. Up first, we have Nini Coco and her partner as a caterpillar and a butterfly. It definitely gave off more of a bee. I don't understand where the wing came from because caterpillars don't have wings. I don't know. I thought this was fine. Not my favorite Nini Coco look, and I think Nini has had some really fierce looks on the runway. I don't know. What did y'all think? I'm gonna give it a fab, but it's not my favorite look of the night. I want to hear from you. What did you think of this? What do you put in the bottom? I'm curious. Like I said at the beginning of this review, sometimes I think the judges pick who they want to put in the bottom, and then they do that, and that's kind of what these episodes gives. I don't know. Nini Fab, love the idea, just miss the mark on her partner. Should have just done both butterflies. That would have been fun. I think Michelle would have not read her as much for the whole family resemblance thing. I'm tired of the whole family resemblance. Like, it's just picking and choosing when they want it to apply. Up next, we have Mikey Meeks and her partner. I don't remember. Michael? Zelda Meeks. I'm definitely giving this one a fab for sure. I do think if they were on a different season, Michelle probably would have said, "Oh, y'all look too similar." And this is what I'm saying with the whole family resemblance is picking and choosing when they want it to apply. But this is definitely a fab. What did y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. Fab, clean, and consistent. Yeah, I agree. I don't necessarily think it was a winning look, personally, but then again, I don't know who I would have given the win to. Like, it was a great look. Juicy loved Dion and Lucy loved Dion. I thought this was so cute. I love the colors. I love the brightness. These are the colors of the college I went to, blue and I think it's gold. Wait. This is like a yellow, but mine was a gold, I think. But yeah, no, I thought this was fab. I thought Juicy and Lucy looked fab. Honestly, this might have been my favorite of the night. Just because the colors. I love the colors. And again, this is the judging makes me so frustrated. Like, for them, it was it was top of the night. But then when it came to Jane, she was like, no, y'all don't look related. Fab safe? Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I liked it a lot. I like the colors a lot, too. Up next. Yeah. Jane Don't and Maybe Don't. I love the names. The names were so cute. And again, this was one I don't understand why she was in low. Like, I thought these were fab. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is where the judging gets me frustrated. Like, I thought Jane looked fab. I don't understand why Jane was in the bottom. Well, low. She wasn't in the bottom, but she was low. Fab, safe. Okay. Yes. All right. Next up, Discord and Harmony. They were trying to do a Clueless moment, but Clueless, they weren't family. I think Discord came with this already done and didn't want to come up with something else. For me, this was a drab, unfortunately. Let me know what you think down below. What did you think of Discord and Harmony? Discord Adams. Was it Harmony? Just regular Harmony? I don't know. What did you think? Discord drab makes no sense. Great idea. It didn't work. Yeah. I definitely do agree with Discord's placement. Yep. And I'm so over this whole Discord cam. I'm so over it. I'm so glad we don't have to see it anymore. Although you know for the finale they're gonna do the whole Discord cam moment. Anyways. Darlene and her partner. This was so cute. It was fab. They weren't giving me drag family though. They weren't giving me drag family. And if you're gonna clock Jane as not giving drag family, I don't understand how Darlene is. It was fine. It was a good look. I didn't get drag family resemblance from this. I didn't get drag family resemblance. Let me know what you think of Darlene and her partner. I can't remember what name she chose. I also love the name Darlene. Darlene Mitchell. Let me know what you think. Ha! 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 Oh, it's been a long day. Fab. She just tells a story with her looks. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's what makes it great. It's not just a dress. Oh, okay. Personally, I don't know if I would give her the win, but that's fair. I don't know who. Okay. I used to go to Vegas. I got you. I went to Vegas once. Not a huge fan. I don't know. Maybe I need to give another shot. All right. So we get to placements and judging. RuPaul ultimately announces that the winner of the week is going to be Mikey Meeks. And this is Mikey's second win. Okay, y'all saw the balloons, right? Balloons! Oh, that's cute! Wait. Does that work? No? Little hearts? Did that work? Or am I imagining things? Okay, that worked. Cute. Mikey won. Congratulations to Mikey. Her second win. Balloons. Hello? Saw the balloons. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play around with that. I think that's part of my computer doing Mac things. Sure. So Jane was in low placement for the first time this season after being in the top every single week or winning. Jane got low placement. This is where the judges got to pick and choose where they placed queens, and they chose to put Jane in the bottom to humble her, and that pisses me off. I don't think Jane should have been in the bottom or low. For me, personally, I don't think Jane deserved a low placement. Let me know what you think. Did you agree with Jane Jones' low placement? I want to hear from you. What did you think? Jane better win this season or all right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried. We'll see. Ultimately, the bottom two, Jane is announced safe, and the bottom two are going to be Discord Adams and Nene Coco. Did y'all agree with this bottom two? For me, I guess that's fair. Again, it's kind of like picking and choosing who you want to place where in terms of family resemblance. I guess. I I don't know. I'm fine with this bottom two. Like, I think Discord was definitely, it was her time to go. And I think Nene was a fair, I guess, because it definitely gave more B than Caterpillar to me. But I don't know. What did you all think about this bottom two? Did you agree? Let me know. And then we'll get into this lip sync and wrap this all up. Wrap this baby all up. Discord bottom for sure. Did you agree with Nene? I guess. I don't know. I think they wanted Discord to go home, and I think putting Mikey or Nene in the bottom made that happen. Sure. I'm getting a little bit frustrated about this season, not gonna lie. So they are gonna be lip syncing to "We Can't Be Friends" by Ariana Grande. Ariana, I believe, is a big fan of Drag Race actually and watches it like every season and supports the girls. I'm pretty sure when I went to DragCon LA in 2023, I think that's one. No, there's one after that. But when I went to DragCon LA in 2023, Sasha Sasha Colby's booth was sponsored by Rem Beauty, which is Ariana Grande's makeup line. So like Ari's been a supporter of the dolls. Ari's been a supporter of Drag Race for a long time. So shout out to Ariana Grande. Yeah, shout out Nene. I guess no one sucked. Yeah, shout out Ari for actually being a supporter of the dolls and a supporter of the community and putting her money where her mouth is. Yeah, I'll always be an Ari supporter. Like, yeah. Yeah. All right, when it comes to this lip sync, it was fine. I definitely think Nene won for sure. I think Discord was trying to got a little hectic with it, and I think Nene did a better job of holding attention. Yeah. What did you all think of the lip sync? It wasn't my favorite. I don't know. I also think we could have gone a better Ari song, but hey, that's just me. I'm not a producer of the show. So, what did y'all think? Ultimately, RuPaul announces. Oh my god. Sorry. Y'all, Why am I a mess? Ultimately, RuPaul announces that Nene Coco is safe. Nene did great in the lip sync. Ultimately, Nene Coco is safe and gets to stay on for the top 5, which unfortunately does mean Discord Adams has to sashay away. I am sad to see Discord go, but I definitely think it was her time had come up in the competition. Honestly, I think she could have gone home a few weeks previously, but I'm fine with it. Sure. We're at top 5, y'all. Sure. So our top 5, if you think about it, we have Jane Doe, Nene Coco, Mikey Meeks, Juicy Love Dion, and Darlene. I didn't include Darlene. Darlene Mitchell. So who do you think is going to go home next week? Next week is an improv challenge. In my brain, I think it's clearly Juicy Love Dion who should go home next week for an improv challenge, especially with the constant storyline of who is Juicy and Juicy not being able to answer that. I'm tired of that. She's not going to win this season. Yeah. Also, shout out Terry. This was sad. Rest in peace, Terry. No, I was not talking to you, phone. Yeah, Juicy next week for sure. So, that wraps up this episode. There's not much else to talk about. Next week is an improv challenge. I think Jane will do well and potentially get her 4th win. Darlene could do well, and Mikey could do well. I think those are the 3 potential winners of next week's challenge. I think Juicy goes home, and then we're at top 4 with Jane, Mikey, Nene, and Darlene. Yeah, that seems fair. So, that brings us to the end of this review. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that share button and subscribe. Become part of the Amateur Hour community. Ding! Also, please comment down below in the comment section. It really does help me out in those algorithm streets. Again, I'm still trying to get that monetization. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1K by my birthday, which is in October. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back here next week with my episode 13 review. And I will see y'all later. Have a good rest of your night or day wherever you are. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Ding!